Today is Thursday. We've been taking it easy today, and I hope we're taking it easy tonight. We do have some family in town because this weekend is my niece's birthday, her first birthday. So I don't know what we're gonna end up doing. If we end up doing something like that's totally fine, but I like literally could go for like a really chill night. Husband is laying some side. We're just chilling. We need to have some lunch. Little one just woke up from his nap. We've just been so busy the last few days. A vlog is uploading right now, and then I'm gonna get to work on another one. I got my laptop. I did show you guys my laptop bag, right? This is it in action. This is how I have it all set up. I actually really love it. It's really good. It's not the quality I thought it was gonna be, but it is still really good. It's definitely my favorite one. I like it and definitely recommend it. I don't know if I told you guys, but I ended up getting the 13-inch one. Originally I bought the 15 and then I exchanged it for the 13-inch. I think I told you guys, but in case I didn't, now you know. I am definitely hungry, so I think it's about time that we eat some lunch. What do you think? Should we get some lunch on us? Yeah, I think so too. You're so vain. Earlier we caught him staring at himself in the mirror, giving himself kisses. He was like popping up and down, like playing peekaboo with himself. It was so funny. What are you trying to do? I don't think it's open. What are you doing over there? Yeah, what are you doing? I don't know what he's doing. Oh, he started waving. What are you doing? He was waving and I took the camera away. I'm sorry. I don't know what he's doing, but I know he's guilty of something and I need to go figure out what it is because he was in the room by himself for like maybe a minute tops, and all of a sudden different doors were open that shouldn't have been open. Yeah. I need to figure out what he did. He's definitely guilty of something, I can tell. Are you guilty of something? But sometimes I'm like, oh, I just would rather close on him, right? Are you teething? Like, what is going on? Why do you got your hands in your mouth like that? What are you guilty of? Did you put your hand in the toilet? I'm gonna barf. What? I need to know. Oh, I need to know what you did, what you're guilty of. Are you telling them what you did? Dada did it? I think you did it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Did you just fart? Did you just fart? Are you pooping? Are you pooping? No. Why do you poop so much? This boy, I kid you not, poops like 4 times a day. Hi. Say hi. Say hi. Oh no, it wasn't even fully on you. I'm sorry. Say hi. You wanna eat some cereal? Get some milk in you? You hungry? Want goldfish? Want cereal? Let's go get some food. Potty pot. He took a bite and then he's putting it in the bag. Ew.
He did.
Where you going?
I'm gonna get you. Better run.
Good morning, it is Friday and we're just hanging out. It's really rainy. I think we're supposed to have like a tropical storm come through like this weekend sometime. I'm not sure. I think there's 2 of them that we're kind of in the line path for. So it's just been really rainy and gross here. I don't know what's going on. Like I just feel something's like going on that's like just making me feel just so much anxiety and sadness, and I'm just having a hard time right now. But trying to just stay okay. But today's Friday, there's really not any plans today. Sorry, my camera died, but then we're just gonna hang out probably with my family tonight. And then tomorrow is my niece's birthday. I have to get her gift. We've went to so many different places and for some reason we cannot find what we're wanting to get her, so I'm probably just gonna have to get something else. I'm just hoping like I can get past this like funk that I'm in. Things will be done, things will get said, things will happen in my life from different people, and it's so hard for me to like let things go. It's such a hard thing. I wanna say it's a flaw because I wish I was more forgiving. I am understanding. I'm just having a hard time right now trying to get past some stuff. Just trying to figure out my emotions, basically. I just feel, I don't know. I just feel like, and also it is good for me to get out because I feel like that's when I can get out of my head for a little bit, is when I can just get out. That's like my problem. I feel like I take a situation that's really bad and I make it probably twice as bad, and I really get in my head and I just like obsess over it and I think about it all the time, and I think that's why I have trouble having a bunch of friends in my life. Like, I'm the person, I will take 2 people in my life over hundreds of fake people. Like 2 real solid people I can trust over like 100 just friends who come and go, 100 friends, like fake friends. Like, I just want a few people in my life and that's it. I really just like a small group of people. I don't know, I guess I get hurt easy maybe. I don't know. Today definitely has been a really rough day. It's just been a bad day. It's not been a bad day. I can't say the day has been bad because the day's been really good to me. I'm just having a lot of different emotions and feelings and being all consumed by the same thought. I'm having a really hard time moving past it. I am so tired. My little guy just did not want to go to bed. I had to fight him to go to bed. Like, it's been, like I've told you guys, nap times he fights, but I've been so afraid to put him on like force naps because like when you have to force it, you have to let them cry it out or, you know, try and figure it out on their own, and which I would typically be okay with. But the problem is that nighttime was always so solid. I mean, I didn't have to worry about anything. Half the time you just put him in the crib and he just would go to bed on his own. But I was so paranoid that if I started getting him into the habit of crying during naps and forcing naps and everything like that, that would, you know, transition over into bedtime. And I think that might be the case. He was fighting it so bad. So it's either that he's starting to almost get a habit of fighting and like just being paranoid, I'm gonna leave him in his crib to cry it out, or it's because my parents came kind of late tonight. I feel like it got to a point where it got too far back to where I had to fight him to get to bed. I'm like having a moment right now. Like, it is so amazing seeing how God will bring you through something, and he'll bring you, or should I say, to something. So many times in my life where I've questioned, like, why am I going through this? Why is this situation happening? It just feels so good when like you realize and you find out why you went through what you went through. Like, that is so cool to me. I had a really rough past couple of days, but it's amazing how you can go from the depth of pain to the highest of highs. I'm making it really dramatic right now. Like, can you do it as a drum? Thank you. Good job. Good job.
Yeah.
You're doing good. Yeah, you'll bump your head.
Keep playing.
Hello! It's Sunday. We have spent the day going out, driving around, doing a lot of shopping. I got 2 pairs of shorts. We got my son some clothes. We got him a little bit of snacks. We got him a new sippy cup to try and get this child to drink his milk. It has been so difficult. He likes it, but he associates milk with bedtime. And it stinks because the only time he's ever had like a bottle is before bed, and so even if I put milk in a sippy cup bottle, it doesn't matter. He associates it with bedtime, and we'll give it to him at snack time. We try it at lunch. Like, we try different times a day, and he's not having it, and it's making it really, really hard. So we're trying to see like maybe if a certain sippy cup will entice him, and just make sure that's the cup we're always putting the milk in, and just see if that works, because he needs to have his milk. Otherwise, we're just gonna have to figure out how to sneak it into his diets one way or the other. He's still nursing. He's nursing completely on demand, and there's no issues there. It's just, I hope to eventually be able to get him to wean. I'm not in any rush. Is it you? You're so vain. You're so into yourself. You're so into yourself. He was like kind of a pain in the butt at the mall. So like I got to a point where I was like, I don't even want to get anything because he's just like wild, and I just was like, I don't want to get anything. And then it's also like super depressing trying to find clothes anymore because when I had my son, I dropped weight and I went like 20-30 pounds below my starting weight. I felt like $1,000,000 as far as weight wise goes. I felt great. And then like slowly with time, I've gained the weight back. And so it's just been like a little heartbreaking. I don't quite weigh as much as I did pre-baby, but I'm still like creeping up and it's just kind of depressing. So trying on clothes has never been something I've enjoyed, but like now I'm like, oh, it's making me sad again, seeing the different numbers, and I know it shouldn't, but it does. It makes me sad sometimes, like to see just how different my body has changed, and not postpartum, just like with age. So yeah, I was just like, I don't even want to shop right now. I don't even want to get anything. And he was just being grumpy, but then we ended up getting him to calm down a little bit. So then I went and got my shorts, and then my husband was trying on clothes at Hollister, the jeans, but for some reason he didn't buy them. And today they were $25 for a pair of jeans. Dada's getting us some food. Mommy's gonna clean up because I wanna get like a fresh start to the week. So I wanna make sure I have the kitchen cleaned up. We are watching, I think, Meet the Parents. What were we watching? We were watching Blended. Good morning. It is Monday. So little one is just having some breakfast over there. Probably isn't focusing on him, but he's eating some yogurt. So we had such a good day yesterday. I feel like I updated you guys. Yeah, I did. So you guys already are caught up. We had a really good weekend. Fall is coming up. We are going to like TJ Maxx and Marshalls and Home Goods, and all of the Halloween stuff is coming out, and it's literally like burning a fire like all around me. You guys know, like it does something to me. There is like a joy that like overcomes whenever I see Halloween stuff. It's just the time of year. It's so, I love it. And Christmas. I do hype up Halloween because Halloween's like the first one, and it really is like my everything. I love Halloween movies. I love doing Halloween activities, but I do also love Christmas stuff. I love the Christmas decorations, what Christmas stands for. I just love Christmas as well. So I put so much emphasis on Halloween because Halloween probably is like just, I love it. But Christmas is like, they're pretty much hand in hand. I don't know if I love one more than the other. I really love Halloween movies, and I love like that transition feeling, like the transition from like hot blazing summer into the fall and the winter, that like transition of this time of year to this half of the year. It's just so nice. And to be honest, I think my thing why I like Halloween more is because, like I said, it's like the beginning. So it's like you have Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, like it's just like the start to like all the amazingness. And whereas Christmas is almost like the end. Like my birthday comes, there's New Year's, you know, there's stuff like that. But like July's my only summer month, and then come August, I'm like fall. I am so stressed out when it comes to nap time. My kid's what, 13 months old, and I still cannot get this kid. I don't know if it's that I can't get him in a solid routine or what it is, but like nap times, I can't stand them. I love when he's napping, but I can't stand the process to get him there. I don't know how to get him there. I can't get him to nap. And I feel like if he went to daycare, he would be on such a strict schedule that is unable to change, that he would get his nap at the same time every day, and it just would somehow work. I have been trying to get him down since 11 o'clock today. It's now 2:45 and he just now fell asleep. You do not tell like how exhausted I am. Like I get so, like I literally could pass out. Every time I try to put him down for a nap or to bed, I literally almost fall asleep because like the room is like perfect. It's super dark. It's like perfect for him to take a nap, but he just doesn't, and it's so annoying. I want to take this time really fast to say, if any of you are a Beachbody coach or you work in anything that's like that, if you work for any of those types of things where like you get people to sign up and be on your team where they can sell the product, like if you work on any of those things, please stop messaging people you've never spoken to before. Like you've never sent them a message before, you've never spoken to them. Please stop sending messages to us, because on the daily, the amount of messages I have to delete Beachbody and all of these different companies, while I am totally like for however you make your money, I have nothing against what you're doing to make money. But what I don't like is when you come onto my Instagram account that I have worked extremely hard on to have like a really good like following and what have you. Please stop coming to my Instagram asking me to be part of your team. I understand you need to do outreach. I understand you need to find ladies or you're just not gonna make money. I completely understand that. But the problem is you're now cold messaging people. You are messaging people you've never spoken to before. And even if we have spoken, you can still kind of tell. Let's say on Monday, you go ahead and you add me and I go back to your page and I'm like, wow, they post really great photos, really motivational captions. I'll follow you back. I can tell if in a few days I'm gonna get a message from you asking if I can join your team or if I want to join your team. When that happens, I'm completely turned off by you. I understand that's what you do. I understand that. I have so many friends who are in Beachbody and who are doing all of the things like it. I understand it. Like, I am for you. I'm rooting for you. But in my opinion, like, the friends I have that are doing it, the ones that make me want to do it are the ones that are just posting their experience with it. They're not asking me to be part of their team. They're not asking me to do this and do that. Like, if you're posting enough engaging content, I'm gonna ask you, oh my gosh, I want to be part of that. I want to do that. But if you're just like cold messaging people and just asking people to be part of your team, like, I understand you're trained to do that. Don't do it. Just don't do it, because you're turning people off. This is coming from someone who works with brands, who works with, you know, myself, influencers. Like, I work in so many different realms of PR and influencing, and I just work in so many different realms of social media. Please stop doing it. It is annoying, it is frustrating, it does not work. Do not make fake relationships with people because you want them to join your team. And I know you're trained to do completely different things, but like literally just in the last hour, I think I've had to delete like 10 people messaging me that. Quit flooding my inbox. If you can tell that someone has a lot of followers, just imagine how many messages they get a day. And that's not to say anyone who's just sending me legit messages, I love your messages. They mean everything to me. Sometimes they kind of get lost and buried. If like we've never spoken before, sometimes they get like buried for a little bit, but I do find you and I do write you back and I do appreciate you and love you. But I don't want you to come to my Instagram account and ask me. So I'm sorry. I know it's not very nice for me to say, and I know this is how people are making like a decent living. I get that, but find other ways to get your clientele or to get your team going, because cold messaging out of nowhere just doesn't do it. It just doesn't work. I want to say something really quick too. Just because someone says no, they don't want to do it, does not make them lazy or making excuses, or they're not making enough time for themselves. They're not doing enough self-love. It just means simply they don't want to do it. They don't want to live the same life that you're living. They don't want to be doing that. They don't want to be part of the scheme. They just don't want to do it. Every time I say no, I always hear, well, when you're ready to give yourself some self-love, or when you want to do self-care, or when you change your mind, just let me know. And it's like, no. That's not what I want to do. I don't want to do it. I'm not interested in how you're living. I'm just not interested in it. You know, like, there's no other way of putting it. I don't need you to tell me I'm being lazy or anything like that. I am doing what makes me happy. I am doing what I chose to do. This was what I wanted to do. You do what you want to do. I'm going to do what I want to do. And that's just how it goes.